Hey YouTube, what's good? It's your boy the American African. And today is just kidding, it's not water fasting time. It is, but it's not like that. Like I'm chilling. Okay. So I've always wondered, how do people lose weight and gain it all back, right? I'm not talking about gain some of it back. I'm not talking about gain most of it back, but I mean all of it back, right? Until now it's finally happened to me. And I see it happen like this, right? It was happening steadily, but I was fighting it until finally I just let go, right? And in the course of 90 days, boom, I put on like 100 pounds plus, right? Okay. And I got back to if not my original weight, when I started my weight loss journey in 2019, pretty close to it, you feel me? Um, Long story short, it made me think about weight loss in a long term type of way, right? All right. And this is putting aside conditions and variables and all that and just sticking straight to basic math, okay? And I would say um, something I want to try. Okay, let me say this first. I know how to lose weight, right? I think everyone knows how to lose weight. I don't think anyone has an issue losing weight. The actual issue is keeping the weight that you lost off. So anyone can lose 10 pounds in a week from water fasting, 10 plus pounds in a week from water fasting. But to keep that 10 pounds you lost off will require some sort of permanent change in eating habits and exercise habits, sleeping habits. Certain habits, right, have to have some sort of permanent change for the change to last, right? So something I've always thought about was what my doctor said back to me in what was that, 2021, 2020, 2021. He basically told me if you lose the weight fast, you'll gain it back. That doctor, he always told me the hard truth. And I always knew he was right. I just didn't like the way he would say it. But I always knew he was right. I didn't have no problem with what he was saying. But the way I was moving in 2021, I knew I would never gain that weight back if I kept up my diet and exercise, right? So the issues began when I stopped the exercise portion. And you got to understand, I used to run twice a day and work out twice a day. Okay, hit the weights. Naturally, this wasn't by force. I was enjoying it, and I'll ride my bike occasionally. Okay, so once all that stopped, boom, the weight started coming back since 2021 until I finally finished it at the end of last year. Right, I gained it all back. Okay, now if the same things happen, the pitfalls, right? There's certain pitfalls that would have never happened if I eliminated me from even doing them. So let me give you an example. Last year, I ate a lot of DoorDash, okay? I ate a lot of DoorDash. Let's just say I was addicted to DoorDash. Like, let me just be real. Oh, don't feel like going out? Oh, can't fit in my car? No problem. DoorDash it. You give me. Too convenient. I had to ban myself from DoorDash. I literally had to get myself banned from DoorDash. I can't sign up for DoorDash with any of my numbers, any of my email addresses. I purposely did it. Yeah, because what I would do is I would create a new account every time I would cancel or terminate another account because I have so many email addresses. I did it to the point I use all my email addresses. I'm talking about work email addresses, everything. I was addicted to DoorDash, okay? That was the way I was eating for like the past month before I finally started my 2024 diet, okay? So what I'm really getting at is if you lose weight fast, you'll gain it back. Approaching that and looking at weight loss dieting from a long-term perspective. I'm gonna try something new this year that I actually don't want to try, but I always knew at some point I would have to address my eating habits because that's what it all comes down to. If you lose weight and you gain it back, like I did, it's because I didn't change my eating habits permanently. I would still go back to my old lifestyle anytime I really wanted to enjoy. And it always cost me, always, 100% of the time, it cost me. It would. If you eat that much food, that many calories, that much fat, that much carbs, you're going to gain a lot of weight. You're going to gain it really fast. I knew it. As I was doing it, I knew it. Every meal, every day, I knew it. Over that 90-day period, I knew it. Why couldn't I stop it? Addiction. Now, so it's like the solution for me is to eliminate addiction, right? How do I eliminate addiction? The truth is abstinence. Like there's no way around it. Everything that I've been going through with my weight and this weight loss journey that I started in 2019, anytime I've gained weight back, it's always been due to me dabbling in habits that always cause me to gain weight and gain it fast. So the month of January, I was actually offline. Like I was off social media, even my phone, I powered it off. I was just off, right? And what I did was I really thought about things like my weight loss, thinking about all my pitfalls I experienced over the past 5 years, everything to try and nail down what do I have to eliminate from my life completely. And writing that stuff out, like cookies, ice cream, milk chocolate, added sugar, added salt, added fat unnecessarily, like delivery, fast food, drive through. Did you know Chipotle is fast food? Like when I just wrote down all the things that I personally have to eliminate, I was like, damn, that's a lot of shit. But when I thought about it, I said, I don't actually need this stuff. I don't really know what about this stuff gives me the joy. Let me give you an example. If I buy fried chicken from a nice spot, there's something about it. Maybe it's that box and that packaging, or like, I don't know. It kind of like makes me happy. Like I got this prize, right? But if I make it myself, I don't feel that same joy. So I look at it from that perspective, that if I at least eliminate the fast food aspect of it, if I do it myself, I know I'm not going to do it as much. It doesn't mean I won't do it. It doesn't mean I won't overdo it, but I know it won't be as bad as just drive across the street or walk across the street and just come back in 5 minutes and I got that prize, right? So going back to the overall point of is sustainable weight loss. That's what I'm going to dabble with this year. It's going to be really hard mentally because I know how to lose weight fast, and I know I'll be fighting myself not to do a super long water fast. I probably will end up doing it. The only problem I have with doing a long water fast is when I stop water fasting, it usually leads me to binge. That's the only problem that I found with water fasting as it pertains to weight gain. Right? Obviously, you can't gain weight by water fasting, but when you finish water fasting, it may make you want to binge eat. And that's the problem I've been having with water fasting. And the only way I negate it is with heavy exercise. But when I'm at a high weight like I'm at now, I don't exercise. Let me just keep it real with you. I bought that weight set. I bought that home weight, whatever I bought last year, set it up. I like it, whatever. I barely use it because really, I want to walk. Really, I want to run. Really, I want to be getting that cardio in like 2 to 4 hours a day. But I don't have no excuse. I just haven't been doing it. Yeah. So yeah, sustainable weight loss. What that looks like for me is figuring out what I can eat every day that minimally keeps my weight the same. Obviously, I want to be losing weight, right? But I don't want to do something where it's like I'm cutting back so much is going to lead me to binging. And I don't want to cut something out that I know I'll eventually eat later, because then when I eat it later, I want more of it. And again, this is all from me examining my pitfalls. This isn't like theory anymore. So the things I know to eliminate, they're eliminated, right? Like, even though I haven't been to McDonald's since 2019, yeah, like McDonald's is gone. You get what I'm saying? Popeyes is gone, like, permanently. Doesn't mean I can't go in there. Doesn't mean I can't order for someone else. But I will never go in there and eat any of it. Not that it's bad for you. It's not bad for you. It's bad for me. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has whatever they have to do to get through life, right? And I thought about it like this. I've been living 30 plus years. I've had enough of it. It's not that I won't miss it, but I'll do fine without it, you know? Because it's not like I'm saying no more burgers. I might just be saying no more store-bought burgers, take-home burgers. Let's say it like that. No more take-home burgers. If I make it myself, fine. I think I'm completely eliminating fries. Yeah, fries. I'm not really a fry fiend, but fries is things that you can add to any meal, and it's just this extra calories that doesn't really do anything. It's tasty, of course. I've never really been a fry guy. It's always just that compliment to the burger or compliment to the fried chicken or whatever. But my diet is basically this: lean meat, fruits, veggies, occasionally nuts, unsalted, because I can get addicted to salted nuts. And I can get addicted to certain type of nuts, even if they're unsalted, like pistachio, like macadamia. So I'm eliminating those. But it's like gonna be like walnuts, almonds, unsalted, occasionally, maybe like once a week, maybe. And eggs. Eggs are fine. I consider that even with the lean meat or whatever. So it's like fish, turkey, chicken, you know, as far as fruits and vegetables go, you know, the garlic, the onion, the pepper, you know, the spinach, cilantro, kale, cauliflower, broccoli, whatever. Occasionally, a banana, apple, orange, tangerine, that sort of stuff. Avocado's fine anytime. I don't really binge avocado. Avocado is really easy for me to maintain because if I don't add salt, I don't overeat it. I even get annoyed because of the process it takes to get like the seed out, and it's like messy to me. So I'm not crazy about it. But yeah, that's like the basic diet. Now, occasionally will I have some things? Yes, but it will always be thought out in advance. It will never be impulsive. Easier said than done, definitely. This year, that's my mentality though. That's what I'm going with. Again, it doesn't mean I won't water fast. You can technically say I'm water fasting right now, but it's not like this whole 30 days or 21 days. All my water fasting that I'm doing is just like built in with my diet. Like I'm dieting, and occasionally I'll just do 2 days or 3 days or 10 days. But in general, I'm just sticking to a certain diet. I'm trying to keep my calories under 1,800 a day. I think I can do that permanently. I won't say it's easy. It's definitely not easy. There's those days. It's usually like if I get hungry early and I want to eat 2 meals, there's those days where I eat, let's say, up to 3,500 calories. But the difference is when I eat all those things that led me to gain weight, that's 5,000 calories plus easily, right? But eating this sort of diet, I won't say it's hard to go over 3,500. I'll just say, like, for me to have done that, I know I was eating too much of what, like, and then this healthy food is expensive too, so yeah. That's where I'm at though. So as you saw in one of my previous videos, I'm over 400 pounds. The target this year is to get under 300 pounds. Now, to get under 300 pounds with this diet is not impossible, but it's definitely hard. But I don't plan on losing weight strictly with dieting. Dieting is just the first part. The next part is, I actually wrote this down somewhere. The next part is exercise, obviously. Once I get into a shape where I feel like I can walk like long distances, probably by March, um, then a lot of my weight will drop in a faster rate. Again, not like super fast like it used to be, but in a way that I feel confident in. It will drop. I'll lose the weight. And I mean, once I start jogging, running, lifting, like doing just that normal stuff I love to do, once I'm able to do it, and I'm not scared of injury and all that sort of stuff, I'll definitely be on that. So yeah, here we go. So step one is ketosis. Reading this, it rings a bell. It's funny, 'cause I just wrote this 2 days ago. But step one is ketosis, right? Now, in my weight loss journey, right, 5 years, whatever, I've lost, I don't know, 80, 70% of my weight through ketosis, some form of ketosis. Whether it's water fasting, whether it's the actual keto diet, whether it's the carnivore diet, whether it's just eating super healthy, keeping my carbs low and my fat medium, protein high, able to move mountains. The funniest thing about ketosis though is when you start ketosis, it doesn't work. You'd be like, I'm making all these restrictions and it's not working. And it really is because of water retention. But once the water retention normalizes, stabilizes, the weight drops, because you always have to remember you have a weight, but you also have a body fat percentage. So after I get into ketosis, which I would say I've been in for at least a week, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, then it's the morning workout daily. I've been trying to get into morning workouts for some time. I'll do it like one day, then the next day I'll wake up and I'll feel really shitty. And it's not because of the exercise. It's maybe the food or something. I don't know. But one thing I know about me is when I start working out and I'm like enjoying it, nothing could stop it. Even if I'm sick, I'm gonna do it. So morning workout daily. Also realize that now that I've put this shit in my house, I work out less. Whereas when I was walking to the gym, it was like once I'm there, I'm like, I gotta do something. But this shit in my house, I could just be like, yeah, I'll do it tonight. Anyways, but we're gonna work on that. So it's the ketosis, then it's the workouts. Once I get the ketosis and the workouts going, then I'm gonna start really researching my diet more, fine tuning it, and measurements become a key part of all of it because without tracking the results, you don't really know if anything's working right. So measurement, the most basic measurement of weight loss is getting on the scale, see how much you weigh. It hurts every time I get on the scale because again, starting out ketosis, starting out a ketogenic diet, you don't always see the results you want to see on the scale. So I promised myself I'm going to weigh myself daily. I probably weigh myself like 3 or 4 times this year. I have dropped a lot of weight. I've dropped at least 30 pounds. So, but I know I probably gained at least 15 back. Not from bad eating, mind you. It's just like natural. At some point, I think last month I did like a 10-day water fast. And then I ate, again, healthy food, but the weight came back, half of it at least. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, ketosis, workouts, doing some research, and then measurements. And that's the key, I know people hate me when I say it, but sicko is king. And today, this year, I'm putting sicko to the test. And if sicko works, it's sicko for life. Because at the end of the day, weight is a measurement, right? So if weight is a measurement, you can easily manipulate your weight by taking basic measurements of what you eat. And you can always look at your results on the scale. The numbers never lie. So this year, I'm playing with the numbers. This is actually how I started off my weight loss journey in 2019. The unrecorded part, those four things, that's actually how I started it. When I wrote down those four things, I wasn't even thinking about that. And then I looked at it and I realized, yeah, that's what it is. So I'm getting back to that because I think a slow, sustained weight loss will make it so that when I've lost enough weight to where I'm comfortable, I won't say, oh, now let me have this thing I haven't had in a long time. Because throughout this weight loss that I'm going to do this year, I'm going to have anything I want. It's just that there's a lot of things that I can no longer have. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to eat. Sometimes I'll eat in the intermittent fasting window, you know? Like what I've been trying is not to eat before 3 p.m. It all really kind of depends on work schedule and stuff like that. But it doesn't really matter because when I eat, at least for the past, let's say week, I haven't been eating over 2,000 calories. So it doesn't really matter if I do a window or not. And then occasionally I throw in a 48 hours, 72-hour water fast. So I'm just playing with the numbers. I'm trying not to be so restrictive on myself that it would lead to binging or hatred. But so far, so good. I want to say this technically cannot fail, but it's hard to say that at the beginning because it's weird to eat 1,800 calories a day, right, consistently, and your weight doesn't drop. It's hard to go through that period of time. But I remind myself, there was a time I was water fasting, and for 5 days, my weight only dropped 1 pound. And I was like, does that even make sense? How can I not eat for 5 days and I only lose a pound? But it's just a similar thing. There's times when you plateau, and then it just drops like water. But you just got to get through the plateaus, you know? So I'm pushing through some plateaus that I didn't think existed at such a high weight, but they're happening. I'm pushing through. I'm positive, but I just know I just had this long journey ahead. Because this is like me really getting at the crux of the issue. Like me really saying no more things that would get in the way of overall long-term progress. So that's where I'm at, man. That's my 2024 weight loss plan. I'm sticking with it to the very end. Again, there might be a time when I throw in a water fast of 30 days or something, just because it's just the nature of the beast in me. I'm crazy like that. But in general, I'm sticking to this diet. You know, lean meat, fruits and vegetables. I shouldn't say only lean meat, though. Occasionally, I might have some beef or something. You get what I'm saying? Some fatty beef or something like that. But I'm going to stay away from it. You know, I'm going to try to stick towards 99% lean. Yeah, 99% lean. At worst, 93% lean. I don't want anything that will make me overeat. And I know this fattier meat, I can actually overeat it. I didn't think I could actually overeat meat until last year when I went 60 days. In that 90-day period of binging, 60 days of it was meat. Just meat and wine. And every day I would say I was going to stop, and I couldn't stop. I was addicted. So I've recognized my pitfalls. I have a plan. I'm happy with the plan. I'm not happy that I have to enforce the plan. But I'm just, you know when you're just like sick and tired? I'm sick and tired of gaining the weight back and having to fight what feels like for my life. You know, January was dark. Normally when I start a new year, normally January is a happy time because normally I start January water fasting. But even though I water fasted in January, I was not necessarily happy. As far as weight loss goes, I wasn't happy. And I wasn't happy where I was. with all the progressions that I made and where I now ended up, right back at the very beginning again. Like, all right, start over. And it's like, I had lost 260 pounds from 2019 to 2021, 260 pounds. And I gained all of it back. And I had to deal with that. I had to deal with it. So like I took 2 weeks off of work. I cut everything off. And I just thought about life. I just kept asking myself, I mean, life is really a choice. You can make choices to ensure you have a long one, or you can make choices that will lead to a short one. And it's really your choice, right? And my choice was like, in 2021, when I reached my peak, I enjoyed life. Like every day was a blessing. Like seriously, I was excited to wake up every morning. I was so excited, and I had, like, everything was just like right. Like the money was good, the health was good. I mean, everything was just good. I was really enjoying life. And I took it away from myself. And it's not like I'm regretting the decision I made or I'm living with remorse, but it's more so like I didn't have to do that. I could have just been more disciplined and controlled it. I am where I am now, so there's no going back, but now I have to do what it takes so that when I get there again, it's mine. Like de facto, like it's mine. It's not going anywhere. And the only way I can do that is to abstain from the things that cause me that grief, So that's the 2024 diet plan, y'all. For me, again, I don't know how often I'll post, but I know when I finally get in the flow or the weight is dropping, I'll be more likely to make videos, right? Weighing myself, showing what I bought from the grocery store, cooking, talking, eating. It's going to be a boring year, but I learned that in life, sometimes boring is good. Yeah, it's your boy American African. I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for rocking with me. Thanks for keeping up with me. I've been saying I'm gonna get in that comment section, but the comment section is like, it's like every YouTuber's worst nightmare. It could be your best friend, or it could be your worst nightmare. And right now, I just don't want it. I don't want that little sprinkle of negative energy that's in there sometimes. I don't want it. So I'm chilling right now. But I know, like those of y'all that I've talked to in the past, I know. And thank you. Peace.